In the sleepy town of Akizora lived a boy named Run. His eyes held the weight of 1,000 rainy days, and though he wore a gentle smile, it never quite reached his soul. Rin was the kind of boy who blended into the silence, moving like a shadow between pages of books and hours of solitude. Rin lived above a quaint bookshop run by a quiet old man named Yuki, who always kept a warm cup of tea ready. Books were Rin's sanctuary, where he could forget the ache in his chest, the ghost of a family that had faded from his life too soon. At school, Rin was a whisper. No one truly saw him, and that was fine by him. After all, the fewer people who knew you, the fewer who could leave. It was a Tuesday, soaked in drizzle, when his story changed. Rin stood beneath a crooked awning, watching the rain blur the world into watercolor. A girl in a white sundress and boots appeared, dancing through puddles like they were music. Her bright red umbrella bloomed like a camellia against the gray sky. She paused when she saw him. "You look like you're drowning," she said, eyes glinting with mischief. Rin blinked and used to being noticed. "I'm okay," he mumbled. She stepped closer, holding the umbrella above them both. Her hair was damp, clinging to her cheeks. "Rain doesn't care if you're okay, but I do." She smiled like spring breaking through winter. Her name was Aoi. Their friendship unfolded like petals. Aoi was chaos in bloom. She painted on old newspapers, sang to stray cats, and left chalk hearts on the sidewalk. Rin followed her lead, hesitant at first, like a moth unsure if it should trust the flame. Aoi never pulled away. She simply let him exist beside her, in all his broken quiet. They shared ice cream in the rain, raced shopping carts in empty parking lots. She taught him how to see the world with his heart. One afternoon, she brushed a streak of yellow paint across his cheek. "You're a canvas," she said, "but you keep hiding the masterpiece inside." He swallowed. "What if the painting's a mess?" Aoi grinned. "Then we make it abstract." She led him to a forgotten rooftop garden, her sanctuary. It was wild and imperfect, full of life. "This is where I breathe," she said, arms wide. "Now it's your place too." They spent hours up there, painting the sky, dancing to imaginary music, naming clouds. The city melted away beneath them. One twilight, Rin looked up from his sketchbook to find her painting him. "Why me?" he asked. "Because you're the silence my soul needed to hear," she replied. That night, they kissed under stormy skies. Raindrops slid down their cheeks, mingling with tears and laughter. Then came a silence. Aoi began missing days, her laughter dimmed. Her brush stroke slowed. Rin noticed the shadows under her eyes, the way her hand trembled when she reached for color. "I'm fine," she insisted too brightly, but he knew better. Finally, she broke beneath the weight of unspoken truth. "I have a heart condition," she whispered. "It's terminal. There's nothing more they can do." His world unraveled. "Why didn't you tell me?" She looked away. "Because I didn't want to be the girl you pitied. I wanted to be the girl who made you smile." Rin held her. "Then let's paint something unforgettable." They made a list, 1,000 moments. Kiss under fireworks. Watch the sunrise from the ocean. Paint a mural with their eyes closed. Hold hands on a roller coaster. Say "I love you" in 50 different ways. They chased each moment like fireflies. At festivals, Aoi wore a fox mask and whispered, "Let's vanish together," before pulling him into crowds and laughter. In quiet cafes, they drew cartoons of each other in napkin corners. In hospitals, they danced in dimly lit hallways while nurses pretended not to see. "You make dying feel less like an ending," she told him once, her voice barely a breath. "You make life feel like a beginning," he replied. Even as her heart faltered, they kept moving, kept living. Every second shimmered like glass. It was spring when the world lost its color. Cherry blossoms fell in slow motion as Rin sat beside her bed. Machines beeped softly. Her hand in his was light, like she was already half gone. "Promise me," she said, voice like wind. "Promise you'll keep painting, even if I'm not in the picture."